lot of it right around.
Okay. So what do you think that was used for? Or that looks more prominent than all of these here.
That one is still a little more down in the ground too.
Oh, okay. So you saying they go deeper?
Yeah.
Okay.
They do. That's the largest one that they have.
That's the largest one
that they have.
Oh, okay.
This archaeological site.
Now they know Mayans built because they built with the certain stones, right? Yeah. They built
these kind of stones and bricks you cannot find in Belize anymore. The color was red.
And is that because they were all harvested, or is that because they were brought here?
They were harvested.
Oh, okay. From all over the whole area.
This entire area here of the court goes in right here, come around, goes up to the top. This was one sculpture of one of the high priests. Hello. Hello. Yeah, around it's like that. And last time about ancestors that was, well, according to some of the guys, the Mayans was the first settlers in Belize. That's what they said. I was not even born as yet, so I cannot query that with them. But from what I see and what I know, it was not the Mayans.
The Omen.
Arawak Indians. Those are the ones that create a whole lot of different stuffs. And from them, after was the Mayans, and they were only settled in southern areas of Belize along the main river. From there it comes up.
And the architecture is different, right? The Omen's built with big bricks. I mean, and like in Egypt, and they've used
much smaller bricks. See, the bricks that they use is like 4 inches, maybe less, 2 inches long, 2 inches wide.
Yeah,
it's one on top of one. It's just like the bottom. You see how they set?
Yeah.
But if it's not bricks, it's stones.
Yeah, and I noticed the original ones were bricks.
Yeah.
The first layers.
The first layers.
So I wonder what that means. What does that mean? Like, did they build? Because they are known to have built on top of the Almanacs, right? So could the bricks, because that's totally different. To make a brick is man-made, right? And then using the stone, that's completely nature. So just like when you can look at an almanac and you say, okay, you see the large stones and then you see the little stones, you said this is two different civilizations building on each other. Why don't we do that with this?
The good thing with it, they didn't stick the blocks or the stones together. It was just set on top of each other.
Okay.
So in order for it like to not fall or lean over or something, you got to make sure that the surface was flat.
Yeah.
So you had a little bit of work before you set each
arrangement. Yeah. Now it is mortared in there though, so they use concrete, right?
They should. On the inside, I guess, the plaster. Over on that one that I'm telling you about, they have like, I think it's tombs.
Oh, okay.
So they set on top of each other.
Okay.
Like a couple months ago, they found a sculpture. And the same one, the huge one over, yeah, they found a way in from the bottom. And they found like bones and sculpture.
Wow.
The museum up in the front, when you get out, you could take a look inside there as well.
Okay, yeah.
The entrance fee is going to be taking care of that, don't worry. You could head on out and go around, it looks like they shaved down a little area of the stone or something.
Yeah.
They
They couldn't made it to the end. They had to because otherwise it would have been
hanging out.
yeah.
Hanging
Oh, like that.
Normally, like on a cruise ship day, when they have a lot of guests up here, the security is very tight.
Yeah.
They have some of the soldiers and police.
Yeah, I'm glad I came right before it.
Yeah, I thought this was gonna be too much traffic inside.
Yeah. And even on the islands and stuff like that, it would have been way
It's
too.
the same with the cave tubing. When it's cruise ship day, hey man, it's not a good time to go there if you don't have guests from the cruise line.
Yeah.
Whenever we have booking with guests from like the hotels and stuff, we ask them like which day exactly they want to do it. They're like, it's all up to you guys, it's the best day. Well, we explain to them what's going to be our best day due to the fact it won't be congested.
Yeah, timing seemed to be all right. Yeah, that first layer is definitely
Different.
totally different, and it's brick and mortar.
Yep.
And it's not almanac because almanac was bigger.
Far away. It's gonna be thicker slabs.
And that's part of that story I was saying to you that I think that's being taught backwards. It's being taught that the people were building a tower out of disobedience, but the actual story when you read it, it's about when the people who were building, they had finally united. They had finally learned how to speak one language, and they learned how to build with brick and mortar.
Yeah.
And so they said, let us build a city, and a tower, so that basically, if we're scattered, we can be remembered. And there was a group of people or something. They said the Lord, but he went down and he seen them that they were building. He said, "See what they're doing now. Now nothing that they propose to do will be withheld from them." So they went down there, and it says, "Let us go down there and confuse the language." You see what I'm saying? So, and then what happened eventually? It was the diaspora. They went down there. They didn't actually cast a spell or anything. They just made everybody disperse, took them overseas. You know?
That one over there is the god, the son of the god that they found. The one that everyone worshipped, they call him the god. They found his son inside that one. His remainder of his skeleton, they found it inside there. That's the reason why they name it the Temple of Son of God.
Wow.
This one is where like the tombs that they put on top of each other. See the little holes?
Yeah.
Like breather holes.
Yeah.
Come a little bit closer.
Yeah, most definitely. Wow. So they had, that's...
They found remains.
Yeah, of the Son of God in here.
I don't know exactly how they identify that is the
Yeah.
Son of God. But
Yeah, I mean, well, it's right there. It says temple. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So what that says to me is that, you know, even pre-Columbian, you know, they had that concept of the Son of God, but it wasn't like it was an actual figure, a human figure. You know what I mean?
And these ones they had like tombs. It comes in. They were like shelves right on top of each other.
The tombs were like shelves on top of each other.
Yeah.
So this was a tomb, you saying?
Mm-hmm.
So somebody's buried in here?
Yeah. Either the size of it to me looked like a baby or something.
Oh, okay. Okay. And they entombed them into stone, inside stone. So, you know, stone's forever, I guess, huh?
These still could go in a little more.
You would think it's the tomb of those who were sacrificed?
Well, it's hard to tell exactly.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell exactly.
Because they used to put them on a stone, right? They take them up, put them on the stone, pull out the heart. Because, I don't know, I don't really know. That's why I wanted to find out more about that because...
That's the way how they sacrifice though.
Yeah.
Put you on a stone. Lay back. Shove something in your chest.
Yeah.
Opens it, pull out the heart.
Yeah. that thing. Then they selling some. I seen a dude with the Jaggers there. Yeah. Now my question is though is I believe that these people that they were sacrifices were enemies of some sort, or maybe traitors or betrayed. Now I could be wrong because sacrifice is really, if it's really sacrifice, shouldn't it be the best fruits then, right?
Yeah.
So then that means you would take somebody from your own community then, right? So I don't know. What do you think?
I think it's either a family member or someone that betrayed the God.
Yeah.
And in this type of generation and life that these guys were living in before, if you disobey, you should be penalized. And I don't know exactly how they I would say punish you in that time. Either they tie you up, hit you with a whip several times or something.
Yeah, I'm imagining you going to the king or the God and you messed up. And he's saying your sentence this year, you're gonna be the sacrifice this year, buddy. And you over there, you know what I mean? Yeah, shaking, but at least it's like, I don't know. Maybe they had some belief, like, people go willingly. People like, jihadists and all that kind of stuff. Some people will go to death.
Like, for example, I'm a dad, I got my son. He did something wrong and they said, hey, we got to take him away. I would say, well, I already served my time on earth. It's better you take me away and leave my son.
Yeah.
That's how they does it in their time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. In Catholicism, it's the opposite. So, not to say it's right or wrong, I'm just saying it's, whereas that's how they started selling those tickets where people were paying for the sins of their past ancestors.
Got a pond to the back there. I don't know if you want to see the pond or something.
I don't mind. Yeah.
And okay, let's go see the pond and then we get back up. We're gonna climb the largest one.
Okay.
The Son of God. Last time I came to the back here at this pond, we had like 10-foot crocodile.
A 10-foot what?
Crocodile.
Oh, crocodile.
Yeah, we don't have gators in Belize, only crocodile. One is a mahogany tree. These are the barks. When you cut it up, so they usually be used as some seats. Because the trunk of the tree is really big.
Yeah.
The one that we drove, like that was in the center of the road, when we get to the cave, that's also a mahogany tree. Back in the days, they used to harvest the mahogany wood and use it to make furniture.
Yeah, ship it out.
This time, you cannot cut them anymore. You could serve some time.
Yeah.
They caught you cutting down the mahogany tree.
But obviously, they still cutting them though. We just seen some that's cut down. Yeah. But they supposed to grow over a certain period of time.
Yeah.
They're supposed to get thick first.
It grows like 100 years and more.
Yeah, man, this is not a bad business. If you once y'all get everything cracking, you got a whole team. It's a team, man. The tour guide, man, he's pretty good, real good tour. Look like he loves what he's doing.
Yeah, he's doing that for a really long time. Albert, we got our next guy that we use, like when Albert is not around, but Albert is the #1 guide for us at the stage.
want to set up a tour company where I want to encourage. Of course, one of my goals is to encourage people to travel, man, and travel to places that people you can spend people will spend $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 to go to Disney World and see a bunch of stuffed animals and fake lions, but they won't come spend that money with people that need that bread. We need that group economics. We gotta
with people that are chosen you live stuff.
Yeah.
Knows exactly what they do. We could take you guys in the jungle, show you different traps that they set with jaguars, and we could show you all that. We could take you to the zoo. Shows you live animals. Nothing that is stuffed. Everything is live. There's a lot of stuff that us as locals knows and could do that a lot of foreigners not even dreamt about.
Yeah.
They don't even has that in their mind.
I know. I don't know. I know whenever I travel, I want to deal with the people there. I wouldn't want to deal with nobody who you just can't, like you said, you can't get the full experience.
Like example with the cruise passengers, a lot of them when they come, they already have their tours booked from the cruise line.
Oh yeah.
So as they get off the ship, get on the boat, get in here, it's directly on the bus.
Yeah.
They don't see anything really.
Yeah.
They just go directly to their site.
Yeah.
And now, the same tours that the cruise line offer, we guys as the locals, we offer the same exact tour for even a better price, a cheaper price.
Yeah.
You get to see more, you get to know more. Because we don't take you guys directly where you should be going. We always take you a little around it to see what's in the city itself. For example, this morning, you said you need to stop at the bank. After I take you to the bank on the way going up on the highway, and I'll take you in the center of downtown. That's the center of downtown right here.
Okay, yeah. That was one of the things I was going to ask you, is how big. So Belize don't seem to be that big. The city is not that big.
No. Belize City is just 250,000 square miles.
How many people would you say?
Belize guaranteed it's over 300,000 people.
Okay.
And the number doesn't stay the same. It goes up, it goes down. Kids having kids lately. All these guys that is involved in gang, a lot of them are dying. So it's a rise and fall.
Yeah. Would you say the crime is a result really lack of opportunity in economics?
Yeah.
You saying the education is expensive, so it's so hard to get your hands on money. You are hungry, and if you're hungry, you're gonna do stuff
to get money.
You can't help.
Exactly, and this is what we always are saying.
And what happens is you judge the human spirit for something that it was doing just to survive, and that's what I don't like.
All we need is more jobs in Belize. We need more jobs. If we have jobs opportunity in Belize, everything is going to be rolling through the streets, man.
You see, jobs is not the solution. It's entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Because they create jobs. Jobs is really just for the sheep.
Something that is already set there.
Yeah. It's majority of the population is gonna just want a job because they want a guaranteed check. They don't want to go out and doing a hustle like what you're doing. You're on the phone making 3-4 phone calls. You know what I mean? They don't want to do all of that. Even though that's in the end, once you get going, it's better because you got a whole group of people working for you doing it. But creating an opportunity for each other.
It's gonna be a perfect opportunity for John.
I don't have one. Yeah, it's all good though. It's nice.
I'm trying to see if I can see a crop. very close. Because sometimes they're right underneath the branches that is hanging on the water.
It's quite a few of them in here.
The first time I came, I see one, but by now it should be more than one. You should be having a female around or a male.
Well, last time you was here, where'd you see it at?
Right in the center. It was coming across.
You ever see that video of the jaguar bringing hunting the crocodile?
The jaguar?
Yeah.
No, I saw
Man.
the one Crocodile Dundee with the lady that was. She has a pond just like this behind her yard, and she was feeding the cows.
Oh.
She was feeding the cows.
Dang. But yeah, jaguar, man, it's a video like a I don't know how to, like National Geographic or something. They captured the jaguar going down in the water. Yeah. And it snatches it by the right behind his, I guess, the neck. Pull that mug out, man. It's beastie, bro. Jaguars pretty. Leopards, man. They on some other stuff.
Fast.
The cat. The other